Hello guys, my name is Vishal Datta and you are watching my channel Infamous Teacher. So today we are going to learn the factors that affect time period of a simple pendulum and the factors that doesn't affect the time period of a simple pendulum. Now the first factor on which time period of a simple pendulum depends is the length of the pendulum. So here we have our pendulum. So let us first find the time period for 10 oscillations. Okay. So 1, so all of you note down the time that we have got in the stopwatch. So you all have noticed that it took 12 seconds to complete 10 oscillations according on the basis of the previous length. Now here we have increased the length and we will find the time period that it is taking for 10 oscillations. Okay, so let's start. So all of you notice that as we increase the length, the time period of simple pendulum also increased. So from here we can conclude that time period is directly proportional to the length of a simple pendulum. But there is a slight variation. Scientists on the basis of various experimentation and observation found out that time period was not exactly directly proportional to length, but it was directly proportional to the square root of length. Okay. The next factor on which time period of a simple pendulum depends is the gravity, acceleration due to gravity. Now for that I cannot show you demonstrations, physical demonstration, but I have provided you all these two animations. All of you see, in one case I have shown that it is earth where the value of gravity is more. Now when gravity is more, the time period will be less. And in the other case, in the case for the moon, their gravity is less, so the time period to complete the same number of oscillations will be more. So from here we can conclude that time period is inversely proportional to gravity. Again, on the basis of various experimentation and observation, scientists found out that time period was not exactly inversely proportional to gravity, it was inversely proportional to the square root of gravity. All of you follow it? So together we can conclude that time period is proportional to root over of L by G. Now we all know that to remove this proportionality sign we have to put a proportionality constant. The meaning of proportionality sign is they are not exactly equal. When this whole part will increase, the value of time period will also increase. To convert it to a equality, we have to give a equal sign and we have to put a proportionality constant over here. Again, on the basis of various observations and various calculations, scientists got that this was equal to 1 by 2 pi. So the proportionality constant for this case is T1 by 2 pi. So we are getting the time value formula for time period equal to 1 by 2 pi root over of L by G. So our next factor that doesn't affect the time period of simple pendulum is the extent of swing. Now here I have provided one video as well as here another video. All of you follow that in both the cases the extent of swing is different. In one case I have given it a little swing, in another case I have provided a more swing, but in both the cases you can see that the time that is taking to make 5 oscillations remains same. So from here we can conclude that the extent of swing doesn't affect the time period of a simple pendulum. The other factor that doesn't affect the time period of a simple pendulum is the mass of the bob. Now again I have provided two videos. See one video here and another one here. Now all of you see here I have used a ping pong ball, at the same time here I have used a plastic ball. In both the cases I have given the same amount of swing, but still the time that it is taking to complete 5 oscillation remains same. So from here we can conclude that the mass of the bob doesn't affect the time period of a simple pendulum. So if my today's video was clear to all of you, then please like my video. If you have any doubt, put it in the comment section, or you can contact with me in my other social profile handles whose link I provided in the description. Also you can see my other videos whose link I provided in the I button. There are certain videos on shortcut tricks, on mathematics for class 6 to 12 as well as physics. So keep watching my channel. Please subscribe. Thank you.